Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today I'm doing a bit of an experiment, and if you've seen any of the other videos, you already know what's going on. We're releasing 5 videos across today, all to do with some of the most anticipated questions that I have as a content producer. The best games I played of 2020, the 5 games I plan to play next year, the best prototypes of 2020, my most anticipated games of next year, and then finally the list that you're all kind of asking for, paying attention to, 5 games I was disappointed by in 2020. We're doing this for one of 2 reasons. First off, I get these questions a lot, and I think this is a good way to round off what has been a monumental year for the channel. Along with that, we are about 100 subscribers away from 21,000 subscribers, and I would love to enter 2021 with that tied together number. So, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below to stay tuned for everything we're putting out. And if you already have, if you appreciate the work we're doing here on the channel, share this with a game group, a friend, your own personal, gaming community. I would love to, I'd kind of love to cross that line before that bell tolls midnight and I turn back into, well, a maid. Either way, 5 games I plan to play in 2021. This is a list of games that are on my radar that I really had hoped I was going to be able to play this year, or things that I was anticipating playing this year, and I just haven't caught up to them yet. And these are also games that I see demanded from you, the community, things that I think I need to play and bring to the channel as soon as possible. If you have any others on your list, games that you think I should experience, whether they're historic games from the early 16th century or games that just came out this coming year, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be spending almost all of today interacting and engaging and responding to comments. So, to start with, is going to be a game that I literally got in yesterday. I was expecting it a little bit earlier this year. It has arrived just in time for it to be probably one of the first games I play in 2021. That is going to be the full pledge of Anachrony by Mind Clash Games. We did an unboxing of it. That'll be coming out very soon. And man, is this game beautiful and cinematic. I mean, so this is going to be a worker placement and resource management game where you're doing your very best to gather resources and warn your ancestors of a coming apocalyptic event, a meteor striking down onto Earth. And the way you're doing that is by utilizing the power of time travel, summoning resources, technology, information from the past, and giving it to your ancestors so that they can prepare and predict and build a future where all of you, and specifically your tribe's lineage, rules and survives. This game, first off, was on my radar because it is a heavy, aggressive game with apparently one of the best solo experiences out there for this style of game. But little did I know how beautiful, artful, cinematic, and story-driven this would be. I have a binder of flavor text, and I believe a new series is going to spawn because of that game and Title Blades here on the channel that just looks at how the art component story of a game is inspired and driven through flavor text. And so that art, that lore book, yeah, I am super excited to play Anachrony, and I'm glad it showed up. Next, a game that I should have played already. I know, it's been on my shelf and on my list for a long time. Spirit Island by Greater Than Games. I'm excited for this one. This cooperative masterpiece by Eric Roos. This, cascading, this balance of trying to hold back the population of invading, I think Europeans for the most part, coming onto the land, and the indigenous tribes and spirits rising up and doing their very best to destroy and hold back and wreak havoc upon those that would come harvest and destroy and capture the land. A great cooperative experience, and also apparently a very, very good solo puzzle. And I just haven't had time to sit down and learn it. I have some people on Discord who are going to be teaching it to me very soon, and I'm excited to check it out. But yeah, Spirit Island, still on my list, and I intend to have that off my list in 2021, early in 2021, I promise you. Next one, game that's been behind me for a while on my shelf that I am so, so charmed by, and I've played 75% of a game session, so I don't count it as a full game. It's going to be Feudum by Boardgames. This is, I mean, what is this game? It's a sandbox Euro? In a lot of ways, it's the promise of a madman. It is a game where you are establishing territory control, you are spending resources, you're playing actions with cards from your hand, you're utilizing different areas around the board that have a Euro-style kind of chaining and production mechanic where everything is cycling, resources are influencing everything else. There's fairly open information on the game, so it's a fairly heavy strategic puzzle, but it is a sandbox Euro experience, and it is one that I was so charmed by when I played it on TTS, when I had someone teach me and walk me through it, but we didn't finish a game. It is a big, heavy, aggressive game with an hour and a half teach, and it is the perfect type of mess for me. I have been anticipating when I'll be able to get that to the table, and I think it'll take some time. I'd like to get the right group of people together in order to play it. There is a solo mode. I am intrigued to try that out yet. But for the most part, for me, I want to get 3 or 4 of my close gaming friends together for a Feudum day or a Feudum evening, and really just make a point of getting that one off the shelf onto the table and having a really good time with it. We'll have to find some liquor to pair up or something like that. After that, I'm going to be talking about any RPG. That's right, published by any publisher at all. I have missed RPGs so much during 2020. It is really where my love for storytelling, this hobby, this experience all starts. And I've had Humblewood sitting behind me. I've been buying indie RPGs. Hopefully you'll see more RPG coverage coming to this channel. It is just one of those things that I haven't been able to DM. I've been working way too hard, traveling way too much. I am going to learn how to DM a series of indie games so that when I'm on the road next year, I can stop by, hang out with people, and just play some quality games, because Lord, it is working on me. And then finally, the last one here on the list, Brass Birmingham by Roxley. This is one that is high up on Jan's list, loved by a lot of people. I was going to learn it on TTS this year, but because it takes 3 to 4 hours to play, I didn't have a chance. So this is high on my list of things that I want to play and learn moving into next year, early on too. I really, really have loved some of the Euros that I've played this year, and Brass Birmingham is on the list of Euros that people love, right next to some of the best games I played this year. That other video that came out, it is listed right next to a lot of those. So for me, it just makes all the sense in the world that it's one that I have now got to try, and I'm excited to. I've been apathetic for a long time, but looking at the aesthetic, the style, the theme, Lord, everything about it is calling to me. So, those are 5 games that are on my list I plan to play next year. Get them off my shelf of shame and finally experience some of these titles for the very first time. I'm super excited about this. Hopefully you're enjoying the content we're doing here on the channel. I know I certainly am. So, with that being said, hit that subscribe button down below and let me know what games are on your shelf of shame. What are you hoping or fully intending? No, let's change that. What are you promising me you're going to play next year? Because remember to do the important thing, get out and play some games. We'll see you next time. Thank you.